1. Test 2, test 2. Good Thursday afternoon to you. It is time once again for another edition of Chamber Talk on Regional Radio KGL. I'm Patty Burns, and I want to let that music die down a little bit. There we go.
You didn't want to rock out to some music?
I did not want to rock out to the music, especially when it's louder than me. You know, I like to be the center of attention. I'm Patty Burns, and of course, I am here at the office of the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. Executive Director Ashley Mahan is here with me. And now, Ashley, this weekend is going to be awesome in Lebanon. There's so much going on.
There is a ton going on. I think everyone's gearing up for Valentine's Day. I mean, it's only a week away, so if you haven't bought your sweetheart something, this weekend would be a great time to do it.
Oh, absolutely, because downtown Lebanon is celebrating Sweetheart Saturday.
Yes, they will have a lot of Valentine specials going on. They say just check out their website to find out details, so I think they'll have listings of who has what. I would go check it out.
Absolutely. And there's going to be sales going on downtown, music, Valentine's specials. I mean, just all different kinds of cool stuff happening in downtown Lebanon on Saturday. And then also on Saturday from 10 to 12, Avenue and Home is going to get smushy.
Yes, they are asking you to be their galentine, Patty.
Yeah.
So go hang out with the girls at Avenue and Home. They have mimosas, Valentine's themed selfie stations, and a surprise. I don't know what that means, but I'm excited about it.
I don't know, but it's in really big letters.
Yeah,
so,
it's
yeah.
a surprise. So
Big
is it
time.
like a person? Is it Cupid for Valentine's Day? I don't know.
Oh, wouldn't it be so fun if it was Cupid?
I bet Amanda's going to be dressed up like Cupid.
She could be. She could be. But that's taking place at Avenue and Home in Lebanon. Also on Saturday, Optimized Health and Integrative Medicine will have their grand opening.
Yeah, this is really exciting. This is a new business to Lebanon and a new chamber member. We're really excited for them. They're holding their grand opening on Saturday, 11 to 4. They'll have door prizes and special pricing just for that day only. So go in and meet the team, learn about their services, and maybe get a door prize on your way out.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, I just recently had an opportunity to visit with Kaylee over at Optimized Health and Integrative Medicine, and they do some fabulous things over there to help people's grow their self-confidence and be healthier and stronger, more energetic. I mean, the services they offer are pretty broad. So if you are not familiar with what they do, definitely stop by and talk to them because they're cool.
Yeah, and hey, for me, they're right across the street, so I don't have to go very far if I want to go check it out.
Yeah, there you go. And that is from 11 to 4. Then coming up on Thursday, February 15th, we can't forget about the big celebration that goes on every year at the Lebanon Rotary Club.
Yes, more Valentine stuff going on. The Lebanon Rotary Club is doing their Valentine social. So at 5:30 you can arrive and mingle, and then dinner and drinks will be from 6 to 9. And I believe they're going to have some live music going on. Tickets are $30 a person, so get your tickets now.
Also, coming up on Friday, tomorrow. February 9th. Yeah.
It's a big day.
LHS is going to have the grand opening of the History Museum.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. This will be opening at 6:45. It's during the basketball game, or I guess in between the basketball games that they'll be doing that. So go out and check out the new History Museum. I think this is a great opportunity for our community to celebrate our history.
Absolutely. There's going to be artifacts from the old buildings and, you know, a lot of history that you probably don't even remember from when you were in high school if you attended Lebanon. But they have so many things on display, and they're doing memorial contributions that were made in memory of Jim Bohannon and Bonnie Holman Hudson, who is funding a Moments in Tradition addition to the museum. So it's going to be a huge amount of information there, lots of nostalgia for those attending.
Yes, and they do encourage everyone to wear their LHS Alumni Association or Lebanon Yellow Jackets gear.
Absolutely. Go Yellow Jackets. We've got some special guests here today. First of all, let's talk to Joanna and Jamie Joanna Wilkinson, I'm sorry, and Jamie Johansson from the Hive. So, what is the Hive? Tell us that first of all.
Well, I'm Jamie Johansson, and the Hive by Honey Creek is a downtown industrial event venue. We opened it up actually this February. We're celebrating 2 years of opening a mid-size event venue to house any events, all shapes and sizes, any celebration that you have.
And right down in downtown Lebanon.
121 West Commercial.
It's kind of hidden. You don't see a lot at the Hive. I mean, from the outside. Everything's inside.
Absolutely. We're always ready for any type of party or celebration on the inside. We basically took down lots of cubicles and walls and opened up the space so that we can seat 100 people and really open it up to the public for any type of celebration.
And now, is it one single floor? You have 2 floors?
Well, historically, the building has always been 3 floors, and so the main space is used for event venue as an event venue. Our basement houses all of our furniture, and we've been collecting furniture from every nook and cranny we could find. Before we were even open, we started going to flea markets and just exploring all the different creative ways we could utilize the space. And so we have an eclectic variety of couches and armchairs. And instead of using, your drabby old folding chairs for your event venue, we have your eclectic dining room chairs for the event venue. And so we find that makes the space unique and versatile, and every time you have an event, you can have a different arrangement or style of furniture, which we've been collecting.
Okay, so for an event, what would you use couches for?
So think about the best parties. The best parties are the ones probably in your living room. And sometimes when you have an event and you go somewhere, you're missing that living room feel. And so when you have an event at the Hive, you could have, what comes with your event is one lounge set, which could be a couch, it could be 2 armchairs together, or it could be 2 couches or 4 armchairs, however you needed it to be. But say you wanted more than that, you wanted more of a comfortable feel, because this is going to be a long party and you want comfortable places to hang out and sit, you can have multiple lounge sets. So we wanted a space that you could have a long-term amount of fun and still be comfortable.
Okay, so we know you can have parties there. What other kind of events are best for your venue?
Well, we didn't know it at the time, but there was a clear demand for baby and bridal showers. We've got big event venues and we have small event venues, but our bread and butter, we can seat up to 100 people, but our bread and butter is 30 to 60 attendees. And so we do a lot of baby showers and we do a lot of bridal showers, but we also do a lot of birthdays, whether you're celebrating your first birthday of your little one or your 50th, or like this year, my husband's 40th birthday party we celebrated there. So we do a lot of birthdays. We also do a lot of mid-size weddings or receptions after the church reception.
Okay.
Yeah.
The after party.
It's like the after party that maybe, different people attend or different things or drink. So, but we also do family reunions, a lot of Easter celebrations and Thanksgivings or Christmases, I think we came after COVID. Like I said, we've been open 2 years. So after COVID, people weren't necessarily interested in having 25 people in their living room. So they rented the Hive and they celebrated there, and that's become a tradition. And so having a space that's a little larger than a home, but we also do a lot of corporate events. We do a lot of workshops that nonprofit organizations have taken us up on, the school district. So meetings, workshops, classes, as well as markets that we've hosted personally. And actually downtown Lebanon, we're the site of their First Fridays art market for the rest of the year.
Oh, that's great. Now, in the art market, is it like art on display that people buy, or?
So if people are interested in being a part of the art market, you can connect with Sarah Angst, and she will let you know what kind of spots are available. But I think last month they had 11 different vendors of people who are artists who are selling their work, or they're crafters, makers of any kind. So if you're interested in that, that's something that you can connect with our downtown director, Sarah.
Awesome, awesome. That is a really cool thing that you guys are offering in that. So if a person wants to have an event, a birthday party, a baby shower, how far out do they need to book?
That's a really good question, because sometimes people think that they could book that weekend. And on a very, very, very rare occasion, that is possible. Because most of the time, people are booking out months in advance. That's probably your safest bet to get the actual date that you truly want, especially if you're booking a birthday party or a wedding that needs to be within a specific time. Now, graduation parties, those book up super fast. We had parents calling us in
9
August.
months in advance. Wow.
Yes, calling us in August as soon as their kid was walking in as their first day of a senior year. They were booking their graduation party. So that's something they want to do way ahead of time.
Awesome. That is great. How do people contact you to set a date?
So the best way to contact us would be, if you're interested in booking with us, definitely go to our website, which would be thehivebyhoneycreek.com. Or one of the easiest ways to connect with us is through our social, which would be our Facebook page or Instagram page. Just search for The Hive by Honey Creek and you'll find us.
All right. Thank you very much, ladies. Joanna Wilkinson and Jamie Johansson from The Hive. If you're wanting to have a party there, you better book it now. I'm just saying. Lauren Mitchell from Lane Change is here, and she's brought a special guest with her as well that's going to share a little bit about Lane Change. So first of all, Lauren, you work closely with individuals who are struggling with drug addiction and
Yes.
alcohol addiction.
Yep, substance use. We have been open. It'll be 6 years in June, right? We opened in 19. No, 5 years. 5 years. We're going to celebrate 5 years in June, which is really cool. And we have been providing recovery support services from day one to individuals in our community that struggle with substance use. And that looks different for everyone, depending on their situation and their circumstances. But our overarching goal is just to connect individuals with the support that is going to benefit them the most, whatever that looks like.
Do you see the need growing? Or is it kinda
Unfortunately,
leveling?
yes.
Is it really?
Yes. And honestly, I was at Rotary today and I eat lunch close to Judge Winfrey, and he mentioned to me, like, their dockets are just full. And it's hard because you feel like you're getting ahead, and then for no rhyme or reason, there's this influx of need. And so we have some amazing success stories, and I think that those are what help us to keep going. And that's why I brought my special guest with me today, because I could sit here and talk for days about how important recovery is for our community. But until you hear from someone who's living it, it's amazing what recovery can do for someone who was in the pit at one point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, real quick before we
Yeah.
talk to your guest, the Narcan vending machines,
Yes.
how has the response been?
So the response has been amazing. Let me pull this up. I actually asked for an update. So COMC is the one who manages that. They got the grant to put it in. They stock it with all the Narcan. So I just kind of helped as like a liaison for Lebanon. I worked, of course, with the city to make sure that that was cool with them, to put that in the police department, and then just kind of helped. But COMC is the one who has been funding it. So that's amazing. But I actually get updates every now and then from COMC to find out, how often is it being used? I mean, is this something that we need to make sure that we have sustainable funding for? Because, do people use the Narcan vending machine? And honestly, the answer is yes. And this is going to blow you away as soon as I can pull up this email. So I just asked, where are we at? How much is it being used? So in 2023, so from January to end of December, 756 boxes of Narcan were taken from the Narcan vending machine. So that's 2 doses in a box. So multiply that by 2. I mean, that's over 1,500 doses of Narcan that were dispersed in our community.
And potentially 1,500 lives saved.
Possibly, yeah, depending on, how many doses were needed for those overdoses. But yes, I mean, so the answer is yes, it is being used. That's amazing.
And is the police department the only location?
Yeah, so the police department is the only location that has that vending machine, basically open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it's just right inside the corridor there at the police department.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk to your guest.
Sure.
If you don't mind. Aiden, hi.
Hi, Patty.
Tell us your story.
Well, so I've been a part of Lane Change since September of 2020. I was a pretty heavy addict from the time I was 13 years old, and living in a community where there used to not be very many options for recovery or guidance as to how to get out of, that lifestyle, get away from those people and really learn how to live a normal life. We didn't have that. And thankfully, whenever I spoke with Lauren, I mean, it wasn't even 3 days. I think it was, we spent like maybe 30 minutes. She called all these places and she got me in an inpatient. She got me a bed like the next day. And they were still kind of fairly new then. However, whenever I first started going to Lane Change and being a part of that recovery program, compared to now, it has grown so much. I mean, whenever you go into groups or whenever you're trying to book with one of their peer support specialists, they've grown. The groups are full. They have so many options. They have the Redemption House. I mean, there are really people out here who are fighting for us. And you don't know unless you come.
Did Lane Change save your life?
Absolutely. I mean, there was a lot of other factors that helped as well. And I'm not going to say, the first time that they helped me, I was able to stop, because I wasn't. I would lie to you if I said that. It took many times, but the best part of that is each time I reached out to Lane Change, they were there. They never gave up on me. It didn't matter how many times I fell, how many times I relapsed. Lane Change was always there.
So what has happened to you since you've been into recovery?
Oh my gosh, I can't even. There's just so many blessings left and right. I couldn't count them if I tried. I'm also part of a program called Treatment Court, and it has, it's overwhelming almost. I have gained almost all 4 of my kids had gotten taken out of my care and into DFS custody. I'm this close to getting all of my kids back. I'm 18 months clean now, and I can't even explain. I really can't even explain. I'm happy. My family's put back together. I've have all these connections and these new friends that I never even thought would ever look my way, let alone care about where I'm going in my life. I have a circle now that, some people may never even touch drugs. And I never knew anybody like that growing up. And it's like an alternate reality. Like, joy does not begin to explain the feeling. Happiness does not begin to explain the feeling. And it's a feeling that we didn't know existed until Lane Change.
So would you recommend someone who is struggling? And folks, keep in mind that addiction really doesn't know any socioeconomic borders. There's no boundaries. Anyone can struggle with addiction.
Yeah. Yes, I would definitely recommend them to Lane Change. And, there's more than, drug abuse or substance abuse addictions. You can have addictions of any kind, and they'll still help you. All you have to do is show up.
All right. Thank you very much, Aiden. I appreciate you taking time to tell your story. I know it's not always easy, but Lauren, when do you have like an open session, open time when people can come into Lane Change and start with the program?
So anyone is welcome to walk in anytime that we're open. We have regular business hours, and there is always someone there available to talk with you. Like, you don't have to call and make an appointment and then show up for your appointment time. You can come in anytime. We have like daily groups that are open to the community. Like you don't have to be enrolled or, have certain paperwork filled out. Like you can just come and pop in and see if it's a good fit. So those opportunities are always there for someone just to show up.
What's the biggest challenge that Lane Change and your clients are facing right now?
Oh, biggest challenge. I would say, 6 months ago, I would say that we were really struggling financially, but I don't know how to explain it. Like God just provides what you need when you need it, and that's something that we're always working on. We're always working on budget, but I would say our biggest challenge right now is housing. I know that sounds crazy, but there is a barrier that some of our clients have, and housing is usually at the top of the list as a barrier for them because where they're living is not safe for them in recovery. That's not safe, and they don't have anywhere else to go. And we don't have a lot of options to get them out immediately, like those crisis situations, I guess. And so honestly, I would say that right now, that's probably the biggest obstacle.
All right. Well, Lauren, thank you so much. I appreciate you
course.
talking with us and sharing information about Lane Change. And Lane Change is located right across from Boswell Park on Elm Street in Lebanon. You can't miss it. They've got a huge, beautiful sign there and lots of opportunity. Now, are you open 7 days a week?
So we are open. We're open 5 days for like walk-ins, appointments, groups. We are there on Saturdays. We host a Bible study on Saturdays at 1:00. But regular business hours, Monday through Friday, we are there at 9. Close at 5. But we have evening groups too. So for anyone wanting to get connected, I mean, they can always call the office too, just to to get more information. Our number to the office is 417-991-3727. Sorry. 3727.
3727. Thank you very much.
Real quick, Patty,
Oh,
I
yes.
just wanted to let them know we are having a recovery night at the bowling alley next Tuesday. And this is important because we need to know how to have fun in recovery. I think that's something that, we want our people to still be able to experience fun. And so that's something that Lane Change is sponsoring. The bowling alley is going to give us some lanes to bowl on. We're going to have some food, some giveaways. And so anyone is welcome. They don't have to be, a client. But if they are in recovery and just want to come and hang out with other people in recovery, come out to the bowling alley, 5:30.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ashley, real quick, annual banquet is coming up on February 29th, and I understand that you are looking for nominations for the Business Awards.
We are. Nominations are open for the Business Awards, and this year they're a little bit different than what we've done in the past. So the board kind of got together and wanted to be a little more creative and change things up. So we will have Emerging Business of the Year, Legacy, Impact of the Year, People's Choice, and Educator of the Year. And I'm really, really excited to see what comes of that.
All right. And let's see, the Legacy Award goes to an organization or business who is generally recognized as having a significant contribution to prosperity and the quality of life for the Lebanon and for a period of 10 years or more.
So they've been here for a while, and everybody knows who they are. They're just kind of a staple of the community.
Impact of the Year, that is for nonprofits, it looks like, for 501c3s, emerging business, that's kind of a given, it's a new business, or someone who has been, what's the word I'm looking for, exemplifies innovation. New thoughts.
I got you, Patty. I
New
got
ways.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. I fall on my face quite often. And then there's the People's Choice Award. Who decides the People's Choice Award? Is that like an open vote?
It is. I'm really excited about this one. My thoughts on the People's Choice Award, I wanted to be able to recognize a business who maybe nobody thought about. Maybe they don't realize has a special story and did something great in the year of 2023. So this is open to all businesses, all industries. It doesn't matter as long as you were a chamber member last year and are a paid chamber member this year. Those are the only requirements. But you can just nominate your favorite business of the year and just explain why. And pretty much once the board sees the nominations, the best story will probably win.
All right. The annual banquet is February 29th. Mix and mingle at 5:30, dinner at 6, and then the awards will be presented, and then tickets are $25 each. And, well, all I got to do is get in the back of my closet. It's 70 themed.
Yep, dig out your 70s
I never
outfits.
throw anything away.
We are absolutely encouraging everyone to dress up, but it's not a requirement. But if you feel so inclined, please do so because I'll be dressed up, so it'll be fun.
If you have any questions about any of the topics that we've talked about, or you would like to reach out and need contact information, just contact Ashley here at the Lebanon Area Chamber of Commerce. It's 417-588-3256. Well, that's going to do it for Chamber Talk. Lauren, thank you once again. Joanna and Jamie, thank you. And, of course, the ever beautiful Ashley Mahan. And I'm Patty Burns. You've been listening to Chamber Talk on Regional Radio KGL. Bye-bye.